Yokoso. See what I did there? No? Okay, then watch previous lesson. Kokoro de minasan konnichiwa. Today, 今日は3回の第3第4課の lesson. Today is the third lesson, and we're gonna continue. So the greetings, part 2. Yesterday, last week we did the greetings part 1. You learn how to do Yasumi Nasai. I'll give you a second to try to figure that out. We also learned how to do Arigatou gozaimasu, Konnichiwa, Konbanwa, Yokoso, like I said in the beginning, and Sumimasen. We learned a lot of greetings. We're going to continue learning greetings. So, greetings part 2. So there are certain expressions that you say when you come home and when you come back. So in this case, this is for when you go out. If you go out, you say itekimasu. When you go out, you say itekimasu or itekimasu. Itekimasu. I did a lesson on Japanese pronunciation. I'm not even pronouncing these right. Itekimasu. When you go out, you say itekimasu. When you say itekimasu, other people are expected to say iterashai. So iterashai. That's what the other people are expected to say. Same thing for here. When you come back, tadaima. You have to say tadaima. When you're back, especially when you're young, because of the Japanese hierarchical system. I might do a culture on that. And when they come back to you, you have to say okaeri. They have to say okaeri when you come back, as a response to tadaima. There are also 2 expressions on when you eat. So when you start eating, you have to say itadakimasu. Itadakimasu. Which means it means let's eat, but it's just something that people say right in front. It's like customary to say itadakimasu. And when you finish eating, you have to say gochiso sama deshita if you want to be polite. So gochiso sama deshita. Gochiso sama basically means thank you for the meal, thank God for the meal. Or whatever you have, so it's just thank you for the meal. That's when you finish eating. So this is itadakimasu when you start eating. Okay, when someone says arigatou gozaimasu, you can respond with iie, which means no problem. The real meaning of iie means no, just no. But iie means no problem if you are responding to arigatou gozaimasu or some favor that you don't need to the other person to do. And finally, the second thing that you would say after konnichiwa or arigato, konnichiwa, or when you meet someone is o genki desu ka. You could say o genki desu ka, or you could say just genki, and it means how are you. It means are you energetic. That's the literal meaning. Are you energetic? Are you lively? Are you healthy? That's o genki desu ka. So in this quite cool drawing, they say konnichiwa, which isn't even correct because it's konnichi, and then the wa is a half, not a wa. But they did get the o genki desu ka. So o genki desu ka means how are you? Next up, we got numbers 11 through to 10,000. Now, so there are a lot of exceptions. I've written down the exceptions right here. So the rules for the number is you have to say the number first. It's like place value all over again. So you have to say number first, just like in English. You have to say number first, then the thing that signifies that what place the number is supposed to be, then another number, thing that signifies that place the number is supposed to be. Keep going. So, for example, 47 is 4, 10, 7. So, ju means 10, right? Ju, we've already learned, yeah, last time, Ju means 10. So, 47. 47. And normally, when you're talking with numbers 10 or above, you don't use shi or shichi. You use yon and nana. So, that's another use of the yon and nana. So, 47, which is 4, 10, 7. Now, the hyaku is 100. So, if you say hyaku, it means 100. You don't have to say ichi hyaku. You don't have to say ichi hyaku. You can just say hyaku. So in English, you say 100, 100, ichi hyaku. But in Japanese, you can just say hyaku. Same thing for man or sen. So hyaku. So 146, for example, it's hyaku 100, 40, 46. 146. 140, 104, 10, 6. Now the rule for 1000 is sen. So there's an exception for number 1. There's an exception for number 1 when you're writing sen. It's isen. Isen, not ichisen. That's isen. I should have put it down in here. That isen, not ichisen. I think you could still write ichisen. I'm not sure, but it's isen. And you add number and sen for thousands, except the exception. So 3601. Since there's no tens. You don't have to say tens. So it'll just be sanzen, 3000. Ropyaku, which I've noted down here. 600 is a ropyaku, not rokupyaku. So sanzen ropyaku ichi, and that's 3601. Okay, so we're gonna do quiz time. So quiz time. I'm gonna show you the number, and then I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to decipher it, and then let's see if you get it correct. Okay, ready? Say the following numbers. 125, 10 seconds. Correct. It's 125. 125 or 125. Next. 259. It's 259. 259. Next. 883. It's 883. 883. Next. Oh, sorry. 1023. I should put 1 here because 1 has an exception, as you've seen in the previous slide. It is isen. There's no hyaku. Isen 23. Next. Kantan na shisumondesu ka? It's just man. It's just man or ichiman. Next. It's 5800. 5800. Next. It's 3472. 3472. Next. It's just going to be Jugo. Jugo. Next. It's just going to be Hachiju Q. Next. it's just gonna be 10、100、no, not 10、100、620. And finally, a bonus. I'll give you 20 seconds this time. Okay, it is Sanman Sanman 9277. So did you get all of them right? Put the amount in the comments out of 10. So if you get the bonus right as well, it's 11 out of 10. You'll have an A plus, which is amazing, right? Next. So this is a little bit of a culture note. There's a money in Japan. Nihon no okane. I don't think this is the native way of saying it, but this is what I learned. Nihon no okane. So the money denominations are written with the number and then the yen kanji. So even though you say isen en, so that in Japanese the yen is used and it's pronounced en, not yen. So because there's no ye in the hiragana alphabet. So the currency exchange rate is 110 yen per US dollar as of right now. It might be different later. It might be different in 2025, whatever. But money denominations are written with the number and the yen kanji. This is the yen kanji. This is the first kanji I've ever shown you. So you should be excited. 1,000 yen. So this is isen en, but you write 1,000. You don't write isen. And the money denominations in Japan are 1, 5, 10, 50, 100, 500. Like these. 1, 5, 10, 50, 100, 500. And the bills are 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, and 10,000. So you can see san en right here, san en, man en. And these are kanjis as well. But that's not important. The notes usually feature a famous person on the front, so I don't remember what these famous people are, but one of them was like a philosopher or something. But they usually feature a famous person, except in 2000 where it features a temple. So 2000, so Nissan and it features a temple. And the 2000 bill is not printed today anymore, although on rare occasions it can be found in circulation. So like our it's like our $2 bill. The $2 bill can be found in circulation. So the 2,000 yen can also be found in circulation. Okay, next hiragana. We have to go through not through toes. I'll show them how to write how you write them. So na, I think I get the na order wrong every single time, but this is how you write na, like without the wrong. So you do 1, 2, the tick, and then the thing. You don't write it 1, 2, 3, 4. You write it 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's how you write na. Ni, line, and two lines. Pretty simple. Nu, oh god, sorry. Nu, line down there, and then you go 1 all the way to the swoop, and finish off with like a circle. Ne, you do the line down there, and then if you want to write in cursive, you do line like this, go down, and then you go all the way to the left, turning like that. And then no, you start from here, and then you do one swooping motion like that. That was a terrible no. Whatever. No. So ha, you do the line, and then you do the horizontal line right there, and then you do that stroke. So 1, 2, 3. And it's good to write these down. Okay, please write these down, because if you don't write them down, you won't be able to remember them nearly as well. This is a lecture. You're only supposed to remember 5% of the information from here. Hi is you start from here, so there's no triple stroke. It's just one stroke. So here you just do one stroke. Fu, I don't know if I write my food correct, I think this is the correct writing method. So it's like this. So it's the line first, and then 1, 2, 3. It really doesn't matter how you write food. It's just make sure your line is first. He, he is it's not actually he, it's eh. If you pronounce it in most sentences, it's eh, but in this case it's he. So he, you just do 1, 2, or it's just one stroke, 1. Ho, same thing as ha, but there's another line this time, so you have to add that line in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's it. That's it. The homework is the shukudai, memorize Natu ho hiragana. Next time we'll be talking about basic sentences. So, 失礼しました.